Okay, Tommy, so let's review the fairway bunkers today, all right? So even though it's a little bit bright on the left-hand side, what we noticed was that you were hitting the sand first. You can actually see you hit the sand first and making kind of some big deep holes into the sand, right? And you said on the golf course your problem is either you hit dabala or I guess you can say dashanla, right? Too deep, right? And I saw your balls were going like 80, 90 yards when they should be going 120, 125 yards, right? So you weren't striking the golf ball first. And if I get to back here at this angle here, you'll see again what will happen is that you kind of hit the sand first, just like this, big deep hole, and the ball just flies out 80 yards, not far enough, right? So all we said is in your setup position, first I'd like to see you kind of open the club face just a tiny, tiny bit, right? And then I also wanted you to grip down on the club a little bit, which I think I've got on. I haven't. Oh, not that one. Sorry, on this one. So you can see you grip down on the club a little bit over here on the right, and you can see that's different than what you're doing here, right? Okay. And then what we talked about was just kind of feeling like you've got a little bit more weight staying on the left-hand side. So pull up this one and this one. Okay, so I just wanted to feel like you've got a little bit more weight on the left-hand side. And then all I said was that after you hit your shot, I want you to feel like you kind of you're extending your body. And like I said, that would help so that you don't hit so deep into the sand. And should help so that when you strike the sand and you strike the ball, you won't have such a deep hole. And you can really see just there how little sand is being moved. And then if you look at the way your body's working there, you can see that your body's starting to extend back. Can you see that? You see the difference between this one here, right, and over here you can see you're starting to kind of move back just a little bit, right? And that really has an effect on the quality of the contact. And you turn through, right? So we started really getting some good success with your strikes. So then, again, we saw the before over here on the left. So this was an after here. Go back, and what you'll see is nice strike of the golf ball first. Just splash a bit of sand, and that ball flew about 125 yards right towards your target. Now, there's a few situations where the ball would kind of curve off to the left, and all I said was just make sure you try to finish your swing, because if you stop your body from moving, then something has to move, and that would be your hands, and that starts to shut the club face a little bit, and you start hitting some big hooks. So again, just check your setup position. Let's get your hands a little bit lower on the club. Let's make sure that you're favoring your weight just a little bit more towards the left-hand side, right? And then, like I said, in your swing, generally you just want to see you get a little bit more of that extension. And sorry, one more thing is that they open the club face just a little bit. If the distance is 135 and normally you hit 8 iron, grab your 7 iron and hit your 7 iron, because it's going to be probably short about one club. All right. So, anyways, good improvement in the fairway bunkers. When you go practice your greenside bunkers and your fairway bunkers, and let me know how it goes.